Hello everybody, CryptoChaperone here, and today I'm just going to do a little rundown of the market, and I'm going to talk to you guys about my coin that I purchased first for my $1,000 cryptocurrency challenge. But before we get into all that, we're going to take a look at my new shirt first. And as I'm always talking about, how Bitcoin is going to be the king of the hill, so we have new Bitcoin is king shirt. So I saw this, I had to get this. Now let's take a look at our market after all that excitingness. So our market cap has been fluctuating a lot today. It was about $169 billion this morning around 4 a.m. when I was up. And then closer to like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, it was down to about 164 billion. And as the day kept going on, it went down to 163 billion and is now back up to 165 billion. So it's kind of starting to gain ground again. But if we check it out, you'll see that towards the end of the day, in our one-day chart, towards the end of the day it looks like this would be our opening day of the Japanese markets, and I think towards the closing day of that and the closing day of the, I guess, like the United Kingdom area markets, that would be this area, and then a little bit of an open buying around the United States markets, and then there was a big sell going off. But after that, it's kind of steadied out, and it looks like there could be a possible little buyback. We could possibly see another dip again. But in light of all this, Bitcoin dominance is up to 58.5%. It's been maintaining that for about the last day or two. And if we take a whole look at the crypto market caps today, Bitcoin is down 3.22% to 5,800. It was down in the low 5,700s and might have even touched in the 56s earlier. But it seems to be going up a little bit now, which was definitely what everybody was expecting after such a big rise all of a sudden in price. You have to assume that there's going to be a sell-off. Other than that, looks like every coin is kind of getting a little bit of the hurt, because when Bitcoin hurts, everybody hurts. And Bitcoin took a tumble, so everybody kind of takes a tumble except for those lucky few that people kind of buy into to save their funds or possibly lose their funds. So if we look at today's top 100 coins, the biggest gainer is Ash, which is a decentralized app system, or a decentralized app platform, I guess. What I saw looking into them, there is actually a lot of controversy that they might be getting listed on a new exchange. If you check out their markets, they are currently only listed on one exchange, and their developer is talking about getting them listed on a new one, and that he is definitely going to be keeping everybody updated when a new exchange is made a partnership with. So that could be what the initial rise in this coin is, and it could be a good time to invest in it depending on how big this market could grow to, with only 75 million coins in circulation right now and with 110 million coins total, and it's only technically on one exchange at the moment. So this coin, it looks like it could have potential if it's got a decent idea and development team behind it, especially if it's on, I've never even heard of BitZ, but that's the only platform that it's trading on, and it's holding a decent ground. It's holding in the top 100 market cap coins at the moment, so it definitely might be something to look into. We'll go back and we will look at the biggest losers, and other than that, you have, we'll look in our top real quick again. Other than that, you have ATM Chain and Stratus. I'm not really sure if anything interesting's happened with Stratus recently, but Bitcoins, you have YouTubers who talk about this, and that could be causing the pump. Salt tokens up a little bit, but yeah, we don't have many up today. I think ADX is always a good buy when it's below like 75-80 cents. So now, and potentially even a little bit in the future when it drops, it's a good buy, because it always randomly likes to shoot up to like $1.20. So it's always a good time to make a little bit of a profit on that when you can, when it's down. If we take a look at our biggest losers, we have Vertcoin, Chainlink, Kin, Kyber Network. Kin and Chainlink just got released onto the exchanges. So that's what happens to a lot of these ICOs. Once they get released, they have a lot of volatility in their actual price, because people who get bonuses or whatnot, and VCs, if they're not held investing periods, they can sometimes just sell all their coins, or that's what happens, and VCs will sell all their coins and whatnot. So you'll see a price drop, or just people who accumulated a mass amount of coins and want to take advantage of other coins that are lower at the point might just want to sell off a lot of coins right now. So as well as Kyber Network, the decentralized exchange, I see a lot of people talking about how 0x project always is a little bit more dominant than this, so the price seems to fluctuate on this one a lot, and as well as 0x, but it is also a quarter of the price. Vertcoin is just I think it's a peer-to-peer currency. But if we look at our top gainers and losers, top gainer is a non-coin. But you also, when you look at these, you don't want to look at coins that have too little of a 24-hour volume. $35,000 at a 275% increase isn't that much. Somebody initially just bought about $10,000, $15,000 worth of these coins and then sold them, or a few people, but there wasn't that much price that was originally purchased before the pump that could be put back out into the market and is really causing any more volume increase at this point. So when you look at these, you always want to look at things that are in like the few hundred thousands of dollars, and that's going to give you a little bit more of a solid price, something that might not be getting pumped, or might not be just like some random coin that nobody has any ownership of and control of the networks or mining. So if we go down here, we've got Target Coin and Descent Coin. Descent Coin's been dropping a decent amount. Looks like pretty much from August it's been downhill, but that's what a lot of coins look like at this point, because I think what the situation was so many people had bought Ethereum, and since Ethereum was what a lot of these ICOs run on as their platform, and that's what they accept for their initial crowdfunding sources of payment, I think you had a lot of these people who saw this big boom of Ethereum, somebody who was also like me, but I also didn't buy like 1,000 or 2,000 Ethereum, and you had these people who became pretty much rich over a course of like 6 months, and then all these other opportunities for them to invest came up, and that's kind of what you see in these graphs, where this was kind of the height of when everybody was doing these big investments in these ICOs, and the ICO hype at this point is kind of dying out a little bit, I would say. And a lot of these ICOs you actually have the opportunity to grab for less than the ICO price if you just wait a little bit. So I would say it's a good idea to buy into an ICO if you're really solid into the project and you have a really good confidence behind the team and you like the idea and it's something that you want to support and get off the ground. But if it's a major project and there's potentially maybe the hard cap is going to get hit within the first day or so, there's a chance that when that eventually does hit the market, it might drop down a lot and below ICO price. If we go down and we look at our biggest losers of the day, one of the ones I like to look at, since all these ones have very small 24-hour volumes, we'll get down to Vertcoin, which is what we talked about. It was one of our big losers on the top 100 coins. We also have Flipcoin, which is a decentralized, a decentralized like source, peer-to-peer source, I guess. Like an author can make a book or a film and they can send it directly to whoever wants to buy it or purchase it. It takes out pretty much the middleman. And as you can see, this coin had a really nice pump. It actually started out at about 3 cents, I think was about the ICO price, and it pumped out to 10 times the ICO price, up to 35 cents. That was just over the course of, I think, like a week. Then all of a sudden that was the peak, and now it's going back down, and it's actually about below ICO price. It's getting back down to ICO price at this point. It's about, I think, 200% ICO price, which you can see how quickly that fell, so that 200% could diminish quite quickly. But one of the people behind this project, if we look at it, is actually T.I., who is the rapper, and he is a co-founder. So we scroll down here, and he is a co-owner, I guess. And so that could be a potential for a reason why this coin could see bigger gains in the future, as well as just random pumps, because he has the potential to get this kind of news out to the masses very quickly, or even insider information for anybody that he knows, and he's telling, hey, buy this coin up, it's going to go up 700-800%. Since this isn't a regulated market, you can pretty much do things like that. So you have to really pay attention to coins that have celebrity backings, like Unicorn Gold. I think they've got Ashton Kutcher as their celebrity backing, and he is a really big part of that, I've heard. I haven't really looked into much to it. I saw it at one point, and I was looking into it like 2 or 3 months ago, and I didn't really understand too much of it. And then maybe like a month later, I heard everybody starting to talk about it after the pre-sale. That's when I saw that Ashton Kutcher was a part of it, and that was also a time when I saw Floyd Mayweather was also coming out and endorsing all these cryptocurrencies that were going to start trading on the markets, and just like stocks. So if we check out stocks right now, you can see that the charts are probably quite staggering, and you have a decently small circulating supply on this, only 58 million coins. So yeah, that is almost 3 times the amount of coins that Bitcoin has, but compared to a lot of these other ICOs that go out of there, a lot of them have like 700 million to a billion coins, especially something like Kin token, which is like 1 trillion coins. And I see that as something that would be very hard in the future to gain any potential. Another coin that I want to also check out is the District 0x token, which I hear a lot of people talking about, but it did gain a random couple ramp ups here in the last week. Did buy into a few District X I talked about before, way back when it was pretty much crashing, but I ended up getting it like on a nice little divot. So I kind of like bought in, it dipped, and then went back up, and then I sold out pretty much at what I bought into. And I didn't want to take the chance of going back into it because I've seen it's just been collapsing ever since. I kind of have been looking at it a lot more often. So that's going to take me to my, where are we at now? Okay, so here we go. We're going to go check out what token we purchased first. And drum roll, and it was Funfair. Very short drum roll. We ended up buying Funfair. I didn't really make a video the past couple days, so I haven't been able to update anything. I've been kind of just like relaxing, and enjoying these kind of hectic markets and taking my time away from them instead of being here every day, because a lot of these markets are just taking random dips, and there's nothing you can do. No matter what information you're finding is going to have any correlation to the markets. So sometimes you just need to take a step back and breathe and say, today the markets are going to do their own thing, and I'm going to go do my own thing. If we look at Funfair, I actually managed to buy into Funfair down here, down at this very dip at this point. I bought it down at 288, so it was almost at the lowest point. I think it was about 10 satoshis higher than the lowest point of the dip right here. But if you were a member of my Telegram channel, I actually posted it as I was buying it. So it's not like I purchased it and then told everybody when it was at 305 satoshis, hey, I bought it at 288. I posted it as I posted my buy order. So from that point, we went up a decent amount, and Bitcoin was growing in price. So it did jump up fairly, like a 20% increase. But I do see a lot of potential in Funfair token over the next 2 weeks. So I kind of want to hold on to this token and just see where it can go, since it is just so low in satoshis in price and all that, and it's been dipping dramatically. I see it having at least somewhat of a recovery up into the 400 satoshi mark, especially with news that could be coming up in the next couple weeks. But yeah, if you want to follow my trades, I could potentially trade half of this out for another coin, or however much. I'm not sure how I'm going to do the next trade, because I definitely want to hold on to these for a little bit, but I don't want to hold on to them so long that I'm going to lose everybody's interest in the Telegram channel for the trading, and have everybody holding a coin that, or, well, not everybody holding it, because you shouldn't be buying these coins. I'm not your financial advisor. This isn't advice either. So, I mean, if you want to just follow me and kind of shadow what I'm doing, you don't have to be my exact shadow. Kind of just watch what I'm doing and just learn the ropes of this. And I in no way have ever been like a trader or something like that you could really base me off of a professional background. So that's definitely something you want to take into precaution if you do start following any trades I make. But I have been successful thus far, so I am just trying to help people who are not familiar with cryptocurrencies get a little bit of touch into the cryptocurrencies. Other than that, I think that's going to be pretty much it for today. If you like my videos, I'm going to be doing more of these. I'm going to try to keep up maybe 5 to 7 videos just throughout the weekdays, and I'll probably end up taking Saturday and Sunday off more often just to like relax for those days, because those are kind of like random hectic days in markets too, and I just don't want to be paying attention to that stuff. So I'll probably be doing just weekday videos. So if you want to keep up with everything I'm doing, follow the Telegram channel. If you have anything you want me to look at, any ICOs or some sort of a coin that you think has maybe potential in the future, you can send me an email. My email is listed below. Other than that, I think you guys should go out and check out more great crypto YouTubers videos and learn as much as you can about this great ever-growing space that I think is going to be one of the new biggest things of tomorrow. So just try to learn as much about it as you can today so you're not left behind. And remember, Bitcoin is always king. Have a great day.